Thomas, at the top, we had Elevators by Outkast. And then bit of a surprise. I saw you put that in the playlist the other week. And I've really enjoyed listening to it. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't think I would. Locked Up, Akon, took me back. Reading just here, Akon's since retired. I don't know if he's retired from music, but currently Akon is a philanthropist, and he's launched a non-profit in Senegal called Akon Lighting Africa, and he's developing his own city in Senegal.
Yeah, he's a proper straight up G.
Yeah,
I've heard he's the most kind-hearted man. Have you heard of Akoin? Is it Akoin? He's like running the whole thing on a blockchain Bitcoin thing because the currency's no good. He's like started his own coin so that people can.
Yep, Akoin, man. Akoin is a cryptocurrency powered by a marketplace of tools and services to fuel the dreams of entrepreneurs, business owners, and social activists.
So I presume, maybe in Senegal, was it?
Yep.
Unstable government or military coup or something, maybe not quite as easy to develop the land, where there's now a method through Akoin and technology that people can actually transact in a way that's
where their dollar
reputable.
Dollar
doesn't hyperinflate or drop out or whatever happens, get stolen or just run away with. People kind of got a legitimate way to develop the country, do clean water, build a city.
Yeah.
I know that's what he's going for. I think he actually faced a few troubles. I can imagine it's probably not that easy building a giant city built off blockchain coins. But tip my hat to Akon, total G. And I had to throw that one in there because of my cousin Nick Euster. He sent it my way.
Yeah.
And I was with Gov actually at the time. And I wasn't expecting to enjoy it either, you know. It's like, oh yeah, a bit of Akon, so cool, and man, it just hits the spot. And what a great story, what a great man, and what a great song.
Absolutely, man. Tell me about your studies, dude. I don't know if it's out there as much, but you're a student.
I'm a student, yes.
Yeah? What do you study?
I'm a student of philosophy.
Yeah.
At the University of Western Australia, and I don't think I'm going to finish my chemistry degree. I think I'm just going to stay with the arts.
Yep.
I've got a couple kids and I'm not sure whether I need to know those specific skills right now. But yeah, man, I'm studying philosophy and I really love it. It's not what I'd intended to study at all.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that once I started, I actually realised that it's the most valuable thing. It's highly fundamental type knowledge. And so when you can apply it, or when it finally hits you and you understand it, it's hard to unsee and it can change your behaviours because like fundamental means it's close to the top. You know, everything underneath it changes rather than a Band-Aid approach. So I've really enjoyed studying philosophy because it's opened my mind to a whole bunch of things. And I actually think it might be almost an ep or a segment talking through some of my favourite parts of my philosophy degree because there's just some really interesting thoughts and now there's some really interesting science that sort of reinforces some of the old philosophical thought.
Absolutely. What made you switch from chemistry? Because I guess the average person is not really putting them too close together.
COVID, man. COVID. Yep. I was always into science at school, and I was always pretty good at maths. And I was probably just doing what I thought was best. And COVID, I couldn't go into uni for like 3 years because of risk mitigation.
Yeah.
And catching it.
And that was
playing AFL.
That was because of work.
And so I started studying online in the arts in the hub.
Yeah.
And I was at a point in my life where my best buddy, Darcy O'Brien, who will be a guest on the show, possibly the apex guest, who's into music management now.
Yeah.
And
how do you know Darcy?
Darcy's my best friend from high school, and we met at a athletics carnival in year 7.
Sick.
Like still remember it, the exact moment.
Yeah.
At lining up at the 200 track, you know,
Yeah.
Bunch of randoms, competitors. We looked over and caught each other's eye, and it was just the old mutual. And it was from there, best buddies pretty much ever since. Didn't see him for a year and saw him first day of year 8.
Yeah.
As well as a bunch of my other mates, and we've been there since. So,
how did you go on the race? Do you remember?
Oh,
Not that it's
no,
important,
but
but I would
Darcy
like
would
to
have
know.
smoked me. I reckon I would have come sixth. You know, like not that good
Yeah,
at
I don't know if that's your
schools.
distance, eh?
Nah. No, it's more like, yeah, I don't know if I have a distance. I got a displacement. But I can't even remember how we got onto Darcy.
Man, me neither.
Oh, yes, Darcy. Darcy was highly interested in philosophy. He was really into Sisyphus, I believe it is.
He's they are a philosopher.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's a story about a bloke who, it's a Greek story, and something happens and he gets banished to a life of pushing this rock up the hill.
Yep.
And he pushes this boulder up the hill and he gets to the top and it rolls back down. And anyway, it's about the sort of value in suffering. And this bloke ends up achieving actualization and enlightenment, so to speak, because he realizes that the meaning of life lies in, the ups and downs, the polarity between the good and the bad.
Yep.
And so the suffering makes the good better, when he gets it to the top, even though it's rolled to the bottom of 100 times, it makes the story better when he gets to the top and the experience valuable. And so he was right into that. I sort of thought it was interesting and worthwhile and would help my life. And now I'm starting to think that, the things that I've learned in that degree about systems of value and knowledge and, thought and fundamental principles will be the most valuable skills that I hold for the next little while. So it's been my journey with uni. It's a bit of an interesting one, but one day I'll finish it and my mum will be off my back and I'll give her the certificate and she can hang it on a wall and be on to the next thing.
Yeah, man. Shout out, mum.
Yeah, shout out at mum. Here's a couple songs for you.
Yeah, Bear Cubs. Let's go.